After Freedom Day in England, when most anti-pandemic measures were lifted, the UK is facing a new wave of a pingdemic. Hundreds of thousands of people are pinged by the health app for self-isolation that has led to a severe shortage of workers and business closures. CGTN's Nawi Jabakil reports from London.
Reports of supermarket shelves running empty and fuel shortages at petrol stations. Some businesses in the UK say they don't have the staff to keep parts of the economy running. That's because hundreds of thousands of people have been pinged by an official health app after coming into contact with someone who's tested positive for the virus, meaning they need to self-isolate for up to 10 days.
What we're seeing is pockets of issues in specific places where case numbers are particularly high. And the most important thing is that the government acts now before the situation does get more serious, so that we don't see more empty shelves in more places.
In England and Wales, in the week to July 14th, a record number of people were pinged by the app, almost 620,000 of them. Among the businesses affected are major names like Lidl and the UK's second largest supermarket chain, Sainsbury's. One company, Iceland, has had to close some of its stores because of a lack of staff. Despite the growing worries, the UK's business secretary said there was no need for panic.
I am very mindful of the fact that businesses and other people are very concerned. They are worried about how they can keep their businesses afloat. They're worried about getting suppliers. I understand that, but I think we shouldn't try and create a false sense of alarm.
Making matters worse is the lack of clarity for employers. The government initially said critical workers, many of whom have worked throughout the pandemic, would not need to isolate when pinged. Days later, that plan was shelved. But now, in another apparent U-turn, officials say they will change the guidance for specific sectors.
This is the week that England lifted most of its COVID restrictions against the advice of many health experts. It was supposed to be a step towards normality, but it's already being overshadowed by the impact of a so-called pingdemic that many feel could have been avoided. Nawi Jabakil, CGTN, London.